Hey squad, welcome back. And yes, I'm back with more great Logic Drummer tips for you. Now, if you haven't seen my previous videos on this, make sure you check them out because all of these videos tie together so that you can get the very best out of the amazing Logic Drummer feature. And as always, if you're finding value in my videos, in my content, do remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel and leave me a comment because all of this goes a long way in supporting the channel and giving me greater exposure on YouTube. Okay, so let's dive in. Now today I'm going to show you how you can incorporate Logic's fantastic percussionists into your productions working in conjunction with Logic's drummer. Okay, so as you can see here, I've thrown together a quick production to demonstrate how we're going to incorporate some percussion into our session. So I'm just going to mute this right here and play back this basic groove without the percussion. So we've got some drums. Again, we're using Logic's drummer. This time we're using Rose as our drummer on a Neo Soul Plus kit. We've covered the producer kits in the last video, so make sure you check that out. And we're on a Neo Soul pattern right here for the first 8. On the second 8, we're still on a Neo Soul pattern, but as you can see, we've changed the complexity. So on the first 8, we've got the complexity set here. On the second 8, the complexity is set here, and the fills as well have changed as well. So we've switched up the fills between these two sections, which adds more variety, realism, and interest to the drumming. You can see down here as well, we've got the follow track switched on following the bass. As well, if you notice over here, we've got the groove track switched on, and we've got our guitar grooving to the bass track. All of this stuff I've covered in previous videos, so make sure you check them out. So I'm just going to delete the actual percussion track for now, and let's insert something fresh. So as usual, we come up here and create a new track, choose drummer, and from the list, we're choosing percussion. Okay, so our percussion track is created, and you can see a region here. At the moment, we're using Isabel, doing some Latin percussion. Of course, we can change that to Quincy or to Finn, and you can experiment with the different percussionists based on the style of music you're creating and the vibe that you're looking for. Now, this is something useful to note as well. For us to scroll back here, we've got percussion, and then we've got the different percussion setups. So you've got coffee shop at the moment. We can stick to a particular percussionist, but we can change the percussion setup. Okay, we've got producer kits here, and there are more percussion setups that you can choose from. Okay. Performance patches, conga performance. Let's say, for example, we wanted to lay down a simple conga performance using Miami Nights and setting the complexity and velocity around this right here. Let's play that back. Cool. Now, let's say I wanted to keep that. All I need to do is bounce in place, leave the source. Great, so here are my congas. And now if I wanted to, I can put down maybe a shaker. Let's have a listen to the shakers. Once again, bounce in place. And now we've got our congas and our shaker. And then I can just keep going and building up, choosing different performances, adjusting the complexity of the performance. There's so much you can do right here. You know, we're just scratching the surface. So let me show you now how we're going to incorporate our percussionist into this production. Okay, so back to Isabel doing some Latin percussion on the Latin percussion set. And we're on Coconut Grove here. And these are the presets right now. All I've got playing is my drummer track and my bass track. Let's have a listen to what this sounds like, and then we'll make some modifications. Hey squad, just reminding you that if you're interested in a personalized online one-to-one tuition session or a consultation, just head over to my website musictechtraining.com and complete the contact form with your details and your requirements, and I'll be happy to get right back to you. Okay, let's crack on with the video. There is just so much you can do with this percussion setup. On each of the parts that are playing, you can adjust the complexity or the range of complexity. Also, the phrase variation, which is great because if you want to try and humanize things so it's not the sounding the same all the time, you want to try and vary the phrasing. And of course, the humanize control here, which allows things not to be so robotic and rigid to the grid, slightly on, slightly off in terms of intensity, as well as the velocity of the hits. This control is really important. Let's try Little Havana. Yeah, that sounded nice. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to repeat this. Command R. What we'll do, we'll probably bring in something else, maybe the triangle. Yeah, that's nice. So we're building from here. Yeah, I'm liking that. And there's so much you could do with this. If you're producing tracks where you want more of that human feel, you really can get a lot out of the drummer and percussion features in Logic. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to send my drums and my percussion to my drum bus, which is bus 20. And on my drum bus, I've got some great processing. I've got the Abbey Road vinyl, and I've got one of my favorite Waves plugins, the Aphex Vintage Exciter, some stereo imaging, and I'm sending this all through the Maserati GRP to glue things together, and finally to my J37 tape machine to add some extra saturation. And this is how I want to process my drums. Of course, my bass is going through the CLA bass. And if you want to check out any of these plugins and see what they're like, I'll have links in the description. Definitely worth having a look because they really can enhance the processing of your individual tracks, your buses, as well as your overall mix. So let's hear what the drums and percussion sound like. And remember, if I'm bringing you value, hit that like and subscribe and leave me a comment. I'm definitely going to be back with more because there is more when it comes to Logic's drummer. Until next time, I'm Deuce. I'm out. Peace.